What's up, everybody? It's Friday night, and you know what that means. It's time for an all-new Socially Awkward Studios. We got your dude, Steve-O. And me, I'm your boy, Froyo. It's Friday night. The drinks are tight. Let's have some fun.
Right, everybody, it's time for all new Socially Awkward, and I'm Steve-O.
I'm Froyo.
Man, this is, dude, production value just went up 10,000 points.
Boom. Achievement unlocked. We leveled up to the next level. Give me my experience points, bitch. What's up, buddy? How are you?
Well, we're going to get into that.
Shit, man. Laying it on thick.
Yeah. Well, everything, I don't know. Everything's been fine this week because it was a short week. We had a 3-day weekend and all that kind of stuff.
Was it, though? I feel like short weeks actually turn out to be longer weeks.
Yeah, they do. They seem to be longer. Like, I had to upload, Be Horrorcast late because, that whole having the day off, threw everything else off. I have to now clean tomorrow instead of when I usually clean because I'm doing, OT. So it was just, it's great, but it's also a clusterfuck the next week.
For sure.
Basically, they shouldn't even call it 3-day weekends. They're like, next week is going to be a clusterfuck.
Yeah, next week, your 5-day weekend is going to be comprised into 4, which causes it to be 3.
Guess what? We don't fucked up.
We don't do math good. It was a good week.
It just seems longer than it was.
It was a little jam-packed. I'm officially off call. I was officially off call as of 9 a.m. this morning. So,
yeah.
Touch my hand. Whoosh. Pumped. Yes.
I figured out stuff with the board also this week.
Nice.
Which is cool. I know how to use sound effects, which I used a couple on some of the drops. And then I found out that why these buttons don't light up for the mute button.
Yeah.
They're only supposed to light up if you go really super loud, and it's going to distort, so it'll warn you. So I was like, oh, okay. So I've been reading it. So clearly Matthew has the old Behringer board.
Yep.
And I found all the instruction stuff for it, and I pull it out when I find this, and it comes with this thick instruction book, and then another smaller one with it. And this one had 3 pieces of paper, and only one of them was in English. So I'm all like,
well, because it's a Mackie, it's probably hey, we're technology savvy. Go on the internet and read our manual.
Oh, I was waiting for them to be like, we're going the Apple approach.
Just figure it out for yourself.
Yeah, just here's a new thing. We're going to throw a bunch of shit at you that you think is awesome, but really it's kind of the same, just a little bit better. And then you're going to buy it, and then you're going to get pissed off at us 3 weeks later when you go, none of this stuff works because, we rushed this like we do everything.
But
Apple
you bought
iPhone.
it.
Yeah.
You bought it, though, so they got their money. It makes sense.
No, I totally agree with it, but I just think the thing I have a problem with is anybody who keeps buying an Apple phone and then complains about that Apple phone. I just accepted the fact, I like the operating system, I like the phone, I get it, and then, if there's something wrong with it, I just go, well, the phone just came out, or this new update just happened, so none of the other apps and stuff have reached that up. They're like, oh shit, we gotta release our update, because Apple has a tendency where it's Matthew might get his update on Monday, but I won't see the update until Friday, so they're very bad when it comes to some of that stuff.
Yeah, I was talking to a coworker today, and she already has iOS 10. And she was like, didn't you get the email? The email describing the iPhone 7 stuff. I was like, I think I did, but I probably deleted it. But I guess, it said you can go and download iOS 10. You probably have to do it from their website, because I logged onto the phone to do why am I drawing a blank? Come on. The operating service update or software update.
Software update. There you go.
Oh, my goodness. It's Friday.
It's Friday night. The drinks are tight.
And I didn't get anything, so it must be going on the website and do it. But she showed me some stuff. It looks pretty cool. She showed me the messaging interface, and it's been revamped for sure.
Very cool.
So I'll check it out. I'll probably download it this weekend.
I'm trying to think. Yeah, so anyway, my week's been okay. I mean, besides, I go to the mail, and I get this thing from fucking Motor Vehicle saying,
ADOT, baby.
Oh, hey, someone decided to call this fucking hotline for litter flying out of your car or some shit. And I'm all like, okay, first off, whoever you are, fuck you. Fuck you with a rusty fucking pole in your stupid ass cunt.
Ooh, man, damn,
Yeah.
man, that's harsh.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no, I'm pissed. I'm furious. Because I came home
Yeah.
going, oh, this is great. Check my mail. I'm a little still pissed off because I still haven't gotten the other mic stand where the one company said they have shipped it. So, but guess what? Oh, we shipped it, but we're not going to give you a tracking number.
No.
So
It'll get here when it gets here.
No, what's coming now, what I'm bringing back after that fucking note and that fucking shit is America, get your shit together was a segment I started at the beginning of the show, and it's coming back. I'm going to need a new theme song and whatnot. But again, America, get your shit Really? Really? You have the fucking audacity to be like, I got nothing better. Oh, this guy, he threw his cigarette butt out the window. Oh, first off, I always put out my cigarette butts before I throw them out, so I'm not causing any fucking fire. So fuck you, Smokey the goddamn bear. Second of all,
This episode is explicit.
second of all, fuck this. Like, seriously, you have the time and effort. I'm like, I'm going to dial this fucking number and report them. Oh, yeah. Oh, we're going to give you this fucking letter, baby, and we're going to give you one fucking back. Fuck you. Like, to me, I'm like, how many fucking times can this person call in? What if
gosh.
I'm not even throwing shit out my window or whatnot? Okay? What if I stop doing it, but this asshole decides, I got this guy's fucking license plate, so I'm going to keep fucking just giving him I get a $500 fucking citation for this
man,
shit?
I'm so curious how many F words you just laid down in that. Like,
Fucking L, all right?
man.
Fuck that guy. Fuck him in his ass. Fucking stupid ass son of a bitch. And then the fucking cunts who gave me this fucking
Oh
shit,
my
which
gosh,
is great.
dude.
But they fucking forgot one damn fucking mic stand. They're like, oh, we didn't know. Oh, we found. Oh, now we're sending it. Oh, we're not going to be tracking it. So America, get your fucking shit together already. There's fucking other important shit to go out there instead of giving me these fucking chicken shit letters. Oh, yeah, this happened back in August. Again, the state runs something. Again, the state runs something. I didn't get my package because it came from the fucking post office. America, get your fucking shit together.
Dude, I'm not going to lie. I have no idea what you just said because I was concentrating on every F word that you just laid down there. All I know is you got a letter from ADOT in the mail because you supposedly littered out of your car. What that litter was a cigarette butt, most likely. Let's be real.
Yeah,
That's why
we're being real.
That's why you named this episode "Suck My Butts."
Yeah, suck my butts.
I get that. And when you showed it to me prior to the show starting, I just cracked up, man. I've never seen anybody receive a littering letter from the Arizona Department of Transportation. Highly comical. Granted, it was a warning.
Yeah.
You got a warning, okay.
But
whatever.
how many fucking warnings can you get before they decide? Like, and this is what I'm saying. It's
I don't know.
anonymous.
Maybe not try and figure that out.
No, I don't want to figure it out. But okay, it could be anything. That's what I'm saying. What if this guy? Because I'm like, okay, I've been living here for a year. It had to be fucking somebody in this fucking complex. I guarantee it.
Dude, we're like literally 10 minutes into the show. Let's span the cussing over the course of the next.
Oh no, this is. I probably won't be cussing that much, but fucking hell,
I can't handle it, bro.
fucking shit. Do not do a drinking game with this episode. Okay, but yeah.
I am very curious how many there were, though.
Of letters?
No, of F-bombs you dropped.
Hey, I'll put it this way:
crazy.
if you guys can count all the F words that I say, I guess tonight's episode.
No, just during that span.
Oh, just during that span. Tweet us, and we'll give you a prize.
Oh man.
But anyway, so
that was a damper, dude. You got a warning letter. You got a slap on the hand by the state of Arizona.
bull fucking shit. That's what it is.
Oh, that's wild.
I'm gonna find that fucking asshole.
No, I think you're just gonna live your life, buddy.
Actually, no. The next person who pisses me off, since I have the number now, I'm gonna just start giving everyone letters.
Oh man, don't
No,
be
I'm
that
kidding.
person that
I'm not gonna be that
my
person.
world.
Well, just
my
show
world is
it.
consumed with.
You know, it's funny. I got an email today from somebody, someone who's not happy, and they said I have no sympathy or empathy or I had no compassion, no empathy. That's what they put in the letter or something like that. And I was like, this guy hasn't even met me, but he already knows me. Good for you.
It was an email at work.
Yeah, it was an email at work from an unpleasant person who's not happy.
You gotta love those, man.
Oh, I love them because it's like I'm just doing my job. It really comes down to that. Like, look, if it was up to me, yeah, I would refund you this stuff, but it's not up to me. I have to go through policy, so I can't really do anything.
Nah, that is the world I work in, man. Very rarely do we get people say, "Hey, I want to say thank you for the job that."
Like,
you're doing a job well done.
It'd be okay.
When that does happen, it's like, rad, man, thanks a lot. That's cool.
I think it would be
we work
great.
hard.
would be great is they Fallout. Bethesda should get on like making a whole bunch of those kind of letters with just like the Pit Boy on it, giving this. So then like every so often you'll just get a you get a letter in the mail and you just open it up and it has that, and it's just like, you're doing great. And you're like, yeah, I am. Thanks.
Thanks.
I think everyone needs that every once in a while.
Thanks, Vault Boy.
But none of this, like, everyone just hates you for whatever reason. Again, this guy was probably just doing his job, so.
Well.
But on a lighter side, I'm so excited. So the one thing that I ordered last week for the bottle opener, I didn't know it made noises.
The sonic screwdriver?
Yeah.
Ooh, cool.
So I'm just going to annoy people now. Just speaking of Doctor Who, finished Matt Smith run.
Okay. Did it get better? Because you were complaining about it.
Yeah, it was just even that story arc. Oh, the story arc was called it before it even happened. After like they decided I'm going to switch everything, and then I was like, oh, I wonder if he's going to use that robot that can change and go through time and stuff. And then sure enough, I was like, man, come on, guys. That season was a little rough for me just because I didn't like that main story arc. I liked a bunch of the other stuff. Second season was devastating, and look, Matt Smith is not my favorite, but he could have saved Amy. Come on, you bastard.
Dude, those weeping angels, man. They're creepy as fuck.
I hate those things.
They're such a great villain.
They are a great villain. You know what? I don't know if they're ever going to dive into these episodes. Apparently not, because I'm almost on I'm finishing season 8. It will be on season 9. Mm-hmm. Speaking of which, people want to watch Doctor Who and have Amazon Prime. They're on there.
Are they?
Streaming on there.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, because I think, did they take them off of Netflix?
They took them off of Netflix, and I believe they took them off of Hulu. They also were on Hulu.
So they moved them over there.
They moved them over there
Awesome.
for now because we weren't sure if BBC was going to be getting their own streaming service at
BBC
some point.
One.
So I've been catching up on that, watching all the Christmas specials. And it's so weird because you have to literally... And it's so weird. Amazon split season 7 into 2 parts.
Did they?
Yeah. Clara.
Yeah.
Not feeling her.
Really?
Yeah.
Man.
I liked her in the episode with the Daleks.
When she was the souffle girl?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Well, the first time I saw her, I was like, this girl is really, really
I thought she was
good
awesome.
looking.
No, I thought she was awesome. I thought she was good looking, stuff like that. But now with like her being with Capaldi, and even towards like the slide in with like Matt Smith kind of thing, I felt like, okay, so I'm kind of seeing where it's still going.
Yeah.
I like Capaldi. I think he's fucking great.
Yeah, he's the dramatic change from Smith to Capaldi was a big bite to take at first. His first episode, I thought, was a little...
It was rough.
Yeah, it was rough. Granted, cool-ass episode. I mean, it starts out with a giant Tyrannosaurus Rex romping around London. Like, that's pretty rad. But he eventually grew on me as he went in and developed his own style.
Well,
he's very dry and rough, but he's also very, very funny. And he's very unique. He's a complete 180 from Tennant and even like Smith and even Tennant.
Oh no, definitely, yeah. It's funny though because I can kind of see a little piece of Smith in him sometimes, and then I can also see Eccleston.
Yeah,
like he does some of these facial stuff. They're like, oh, that's like a. But no, I just like the first episode. I loved the line that he's like, I'm Scottish. That means I can complain about things. Like I was like, oh, okay. And then I liked how they kind of fixed the whole like, oh, why am I wearing this face? I've seen this face before. Right. Why is it like? So I was like, okay, so sometimes they take people's faces from time. So I was like, that's kind of
because it was in the Roman
the
episode.
one with Tennant.
Yeah, so,
and Karen
Gillan.
Karen Gillan was in that episode too. Which is so weird. But yeah, I'm digging it. I like it. I'm going to be sad when I finally get caught up and have to wait like everyone else now.
Yep,
But shit, man, I was able to get through all this kind of stuff. But yeah, I felt kind of, I don't know, the Matt Smith like ending was kind of good. I think what I really liked, what kind of redeemed it, like I was kind of like, oh, okay, he dies, becomes the new Doctor, yada yada. The Day of the Doctor, like with the.
That's what I was just going to ask if you watched the episode.
Yeah, I got to watch that. Got to see Tennant come back, which I thought was great. And then he had another heartbreaking line at the end where he's just like, oh, I don't want to go.
I don't want to go. But we went and saw that. They were doing one of those Fathom events, and we went and saw it.
And you saw that in theaters.
Yeah. That was cool.
But yeah, no. So I think he redeemed himself with that episode, like when at the end of Capaldi's episode, where he's on the phone talking to her.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, that's kind of. And that was the thing. I also felt kind of like with her. I was all like, God, Claire, you're kind of shallow. Like, oh, I'm not this good-looking guy. I'm still the same person, but it's like I change. That's what
Right.
happens,
Right.
kind of thing. But
Well,
yeah.
they were riding that way for a while because Karen Gillan had a thing for the Doctor. Granted, she was with Roy, but there was always that like,
yeah.
you know, and all the other companions, female companions, have had that like what if type thing.
Yeah.
Like they show affection to the Doctor. They're flirty with the Doctor, and then it was apparent. Okay, now you get Peter Capaldi in there, who's a grown ass fucking man.
Yeah.
And then you have young, really good looking Jenna Coleman playing Clara, and it became more of
It seems like a father-daughter
father-daughter relationship. Exactly. Because he does play the father figure for her because roles were reversed. It's not Claire looking out for the Doctor and going after the Doctor. Now it's the Doctor like wanting to take care of Clara as a child type figure.
Yeah, which is funny because actually that plays homage to the actually original Doctor Who, which I've been doing research on stuff and finding things out. So the original one, like I think he went traveling with like his like granddaughter or something like that. Like that was his companion. And technically Doctor Who originally was a learning show. I had no idea about that. This is all the stuff like now that I'm in it, I'm like, oh crap, I'm like searching all the stuff. But yeah, no, I dig the Doctor. I mean, we're all gonna have our favorites.
Right.
But like I said, I didn't like. I know a lot of people are like, oh, if you like Tennant, you're not like gonna like Smith. I enjoyed Smith. I thought Smith did a fantastic job.
Yeah.
I liked his. He had one of the greatest lines in the last episode he was in, where he's all like, he's talking to the Cyberman head. He's like, why are you doing this? Oh, he's like, why is everybody at this planet and everything? He's like, well, why are you at this planet? He's like, I'm OCD. What's everyone else's excuse? And I was like, he did have some really good like lines and quips and stuff.
Yeah.
But Capaldi here, I love some of the stuff because he's like so blunt, and it's also more back to like the alien aspect where he does like he's like, oh, like he said something. He's all like, well, you might want to put makeup on, and she's like, I never took it off. He's all like, oh, you missed spots or something. It's just like.
Well, that's been the cool thing about their relationship through when he's come into the status that it is now, and there's episodes that you haven't seen, but he works on the way that he treats people. So he's learning and changing or evolving as he goes, because you are correct. He is so blunt and just forward of what he says, doesn't really think about people's emotions, and that's one thing Clara does teach him is like, you got to think before you talk.
Yeah.
Like you have to realize that people have feelings and like just slow down. Like think before you talk is like the perfect way to say it. So as you continue to go, that will become more and more apparent. He becomes more human.
No, yeah, it's fun. Like I think the last episode I saw was the heist. When they went to like the maximum security.
Oh
bank.
yeah.
I thought that was
a good one.
I thought it was a good one. Even like the one before that with the shadow. Like it's like if someone's there but you don't know there is like the defense mechanism, and then it goes the whole way around. You find out that it was Clara who did it, and we were just like, oh, that's fucking kind of. So I kind of like. That's what I think. I love time traveling stuff. Oh yeah. So I just like the time traveling stuff and everything. But yeah, no, I'm enjoying it. I think I can't wait to. Though the funny part is. Capaldi, I was all like, if they make a live action Rick and Morty, he should play Rick.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god, he's so tall and skinny, and just has like he can just get angry. So it's like perfect. But yeah, the Robin Hood episode, maybe that was the last one. I'm trying to remember. The Robin Hood episode was pretty good too, especially when he like fights him with a spoon. Like they're dueling, and he's like, "I got the spoon." Like he's like, "All I need is this," and it's just like a crazy freaking Scotsman.
Hey, dude, let's take a quick break with the song,
okay,
so we can grab some more brews, and then we'll be right back in about like 3 minutes.
Okay, cool.
Hello, baby, guess who's back? Yeah, it's been a minute. I know you miss me, yeah. Kidding. I said, hello, baby, guess who back? It's been a minute. I've been feeling for your love like crack from the beginning. When I didn't know you quite like that, knew we would hit it off. Now we somewhere getting lost. Rock stars with no guitars. You ain't gotta wait no more. I got what you came for. I said fucking with me, promise that you wake up with a hangover. Champagne, we celebrating for every day that we never ate. It's evident I'll never change. Gonna be this way forever, baby. Echelon keep elevating. Bunch of bitches, hella haters. Add them up while I just keep it 100 estimated. Don't blame me, the pressure made me treat this game like WrestleMania. Out top of the ropes, so hot, hit the flow like hello. Know it's been a minute, hello. Made it out the city, hello. Been all around the map, saying hello, baby, guess who's back? I know you miss me, hello. Know it's been a minute, hello. picture, cause ain't nobody gon' believe that I was with you. Now, Bizak in the room where we bees at in the party. About to kill it with one shot, you delete the party. Take off, first class, still ducking up boom. All this money, I still get it for the low. World been stone cold, so I stay burning one. Roll up all night, I've been running from the sun. Trying to bring the trophy back to the city. Whole team going right. Representing we own, everything is a go. Never take a T.O. I know you miss me, hello. I know it's been a minute, hello. Made it out the city, hello. Been all around the map, saying hello, baby, guess who back? I know you miss me, hello. I know it's been a minute, hello. Made it out the city, hello. Been all around the map, saying hello, baby, guess who back? I know you miss me. Hello, baby, guess who back? Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Yeah, I know you miss me. Made it out the city, and the rest is all history.
We could probably talk about the actual moving to the Hello, and we are back from. I don't think I hit the mute button.
I don't think you did either.
Oh well.
Let the people know what we're talking about, buddy.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if anyone's even listening, so I just put all smoke and mirrors. Smoke and mirrors.
There are. Thanks for listening, people.
But yeah, so we're back, and a couple things came out this week that we're going to talk about. Matthew and I are both iPhone users, like we talked about the update before.
Yes, we are.
Something was unveiled on the 7th. Nice. Oh, wow, took me that long to figure out what Apple did there. September 7th, Apple.
For
iPhone
real,
7.
dude.
Yeah, wow. Okay, I'm going to quit now.
Don't worry about it. It's all good. It's all good.
Okay, so basically, pretty much what we have right now, better operating system, except for the Pro, the Plus, has those two kind of cameras. And I will ask you about this. Do you use your Apple headphones?
I do.
Okay.
On a daily basis.
Okay, same with me. How do you feel about the new ones?
When I saw, okay, so what we're talking about, they're called the AirPods. They're
Yes.
basically the iPhone earbuds that you have now, but they are Bluetooth and wireless.
Mm-hmm.
When I first saw them, the first thing I thought of, and there they go, I lost them.
Yeah.
They look like earbuds without the cord attached, so they're literally going to go in your ear and kind of hang there. It comes with a case. In the case, you're able to put them in there, and it charges them.
Okay.
One of the cool things I did see was, though, if you have, I'm gonna guess iOS 10 or actually I'm just gonna say if you have the iPhone 7,
Mm-hmm.
as soon as you open up the case, it pairs like automatically. Like,
Oh.
so that's cool. You don't have to like do a Bluetooth search or anything. It just
So
it's
are
there.
they coming? Can you buy these so separately, and they coming with the phone?
I don't know if they're coming with the phone. I would anticipate that you can buy them separately.
Oh.
I would think they won't come with the phone. That would be my guess, just because why not make more money? You know what I mean? Let's be real.
It'll basically be like the standard headphones that come with the system. I'm like the phone, the easy jack-in ones and everything like that. And then you think these are going to just be released normally?
Yeah, I think they would be a principle that you can buy. They're ditching the AJAC input though. So what's going to happen is your Lightning cable, basically what you plug in to charge, is going to have an adapter where you can plug in your AJAC cable to use your earbuds.
Oh,
so there's
okay.
going to be an extra little tiny piece that you have to use. It is what it is. Like,
Okay, so yeah, basically they're trying to weed out basically the old headphones
Yes,
and move on to the
exactly.
new one. Okay, so
This
yeah,
is the-
so
this is
they
the
will be
start to do
selling
that.
them separately.
So really the only difference between the iPhone 7 and the iPhone 7 Plus is with the Plus you get a better camera. So you get both come with the all new 12 megapixel camera lens or whatever. On the Plus you get a wide angle 1.8 aperture and also a telephoto 2.8 aperture. So you get the extra telephoto lens on that.
Okay.
The 7 only comes with the aperture lens. That's really the only difference. You get the extra lens telephoto.
Okay.
But you're also going to probably pay that much more, because it's a bigger phone. What's this? You get a 5.5 inch screen on the Plus and a 4.7 inch on the 7. Which, if you have a regular 6 or 6S, then that's the size that you have, and if you have a 6S Plus, then that's the same size. So The only thing I saw good about this coming out when it is like I can go for an upgrade next year. So. Yeah, I think I'm on the cusp of doing it just with the program that I have through my carrier.
So yeah,
and I might jump in. I jumped in last time when the 6 came out. I never got a 6S, so I might.
Yeah, that's usually that's what I usually do. Like I always miss the 1, but I get the one that I want. Like I had the 4, and then miss the 4S and everything. But then the 5 came out, got that, and then the 6 came out. I might do that probably with the 7. I think I'm going to try the Plus though.
Oh yeah,
because because I have this one, and I thought this was a pretty big size, and then I saw the Plus and held it. I was like, you know what? I just need a bigger phone.
Yeah,
it's better to watch porn.
There you go.
I mean, it's porn.
We all do it, dude. So I get it.
But yeah, so that's pretty interesting. But one of the coolest things that's coming to Apple phones and iOS players is the new Mario game.
Yep, Super Mario Run comes out December. And found out it is a timed exclusive. It's going to be coming to Android in 2017.
I kind of figured they were going to do that because Nintendo might as well just play the market, but
absolutely
get as many people to jump on this, in the beginning or whatnot. Now, this is the thing that I thought was so funny. So a lot of stuff came out this week, but that seemed to be the most thing that people had a positive reaction to.
I mean, what was your thoughts on it?
To me, it's a Mario game. It's Nintendo branching out into the mobile phone. I can't wait to see what else they might be doing. Mm-hmm. But yeah, to me, it's just like any other of those kind of Temple Run games or anything like that. I mean, this is I could be wrong, so don't quote me on this because I haven't played a side-scrolling one, but I haven't played a side-scrolling one that's like that where you tap the screen, you jump and stuff like that. I mean, they have the Flappy Bird, but that was you constantly
Rayman Fiesta and Rayman.
Oh, there you go.
Rayman
so.
Games.
Okay, I didn't know because I've never played those. So, so it's just like your typical game, but it's the first Mario game on a phone. And believe me, I'm going to download it. I'm going to have something to play. I mean, it's going to probably end up like Pokemon Go, where you're going to download it, play for a little bit, and then forget about it. So, I mean, it is what it is, but...
I was stoked that it was Mario. I was disappointed that it's a run game. Granted, we haven't seen a lot of it, but it's also portrait rather than landscape to play it, which seems kind of a disappointment to me. Again, don't know. It might go landscape. But a run game, and it's going to be timed. The levels are going to be timed, and you got to, if you don't make it through, I don't know. I'm definitely going to play it. I'm going to buy it because it's definitely going to cost money. There's no way in hell that thing's going to be free. I will buy it. I will play it, and I might eat the words that I'm saying now, but that's just my initial thought, feeling about it.
No, and that's fine. I mean, that's what I'm just saying. It's a Mario game. I think they're just testing the market. The first thing that came out was the Mii U or whatever it was, that Mii game they released for the iPhones and other mobile apps and stuff. And again, it was a game that I played for a little bit. Oh, it's just kind of cool to see what Nintendo is going to do with the market of phones now. It makes me curious of what other things they're going to bring to it. I mean, maybe we'll get old Super Nintendo games, old Nintendo games, 64 games on your phone. So
right.
To me, it's just them finally making that leap into the mobile gaming.
For sure, this is the start of it all, and it's going to blow up. It's going to be awesome.
So,
but
other video game news also, of course, PlayStation released finally what everyone thought was going to be PlayStation Neo. Technically, it's still PlayStation Neo. They just changed the name, which they do with everything. PlayStation Pro. No big updates on controller, it looks like.
No, it looks like it's still the standard DualShock 4.
I don't know how I feel about the design. I felt like they could have done... I thought the PlayStation 4 design was sleek. I thought that was a really good choice. That was a very plain design. I mean, compared to when the first PlayStation 3s came out, and it was this weird oval, weird. They were just terrible looking until they finally released a better version of that.
Yeah.
But okay, I'm looks are and everything. Of course, this thing is supposed to be banging with a lot of 4K and buzzwords and what else whoever wants to throw out there.
Yeah.
But of course, what everyone's been saying is if you don't have the TV, just kind of like with the Xbox S,
then what's the point?
What's the point of getting the system right now?
Exactly.
Now, the only thing I'm curious about is I don't know what PlayStation is trying to do. I understand they're trying to get ahead of the market. I get all that, but it's you're releasing a slim version now of the PlayStation 4 for $299. Then you're going to be releasing your VR system for $399 and at the end of October. And then at the beginning of November, you're releasing another $399 console, PlayStation 4 Pro. Now, granted, if you're made of money and this is what you want to do, that's great.
Yeah.
But if you're people like me, I don't even know how VR is going to do, and I can't judge for VR yet until I play it. So I have to actually wait till it's actually here's the VR stuff in stores to give it a shot before I can actually be do I want to throw $400 at this thing?
Right.
It just seems very weird. So the weird thing is a lot of people have been saying with the PlayStation 4 big thing that they're having a gripe with, the Pro, is no 4K Blu-ray player in it.
Yeah, no 4K Blu-ray player, but there's also been talks that Blu-ray is a dying medium.
Yeah.
Which I can understand, and maybe Sony was smart in saying why not? Why put that on there? I mean, there's going to be people that want it, yes, but I don't know. I tend to agree with kind of the people out there in the world that were disappointed by this this announcement.
Yes.
And I I don't know what I was expecting, to be honest. I thought I was expecting something that far surpassed anything I've seen.
Yes.
This is basically the PlayStation 4, but we're just beefing it up because 4K TVs are coming out and we want to make it comparable to have a beautiful 4K picture. I feel like there's no drastic innovation here. We're not seeing anything that's blowing my mind. It's just the next level that's coming up. And I could have waited for that.
Yes.
I mean, you and I both have Xbox Ones.
Mm-hmm.
We got that shit 3 years ago. And people have been talking about they're going to go the iPhone route and we're going to get something new every year, a new variation. Shit, Xbox One came out. We got the Xbox One S.
Yeah.
Next we're going to come out with the Xbox Scorpio. Then we're going to come out with the Xbox Scorpio S.
Yeah, whatever the next basically the Xbox 5, PlayStation 5.
They're doing the Apple route, which is fine, but it's just weird to see the gaming culture shift to this level.
Yeah, because I mean, if you think about it, because the what's it called? The economy dropped when Xbox 360, PlayStation 3, and Nintendo Wii came out.
The recession.
The recession happened, and that was when consoles decided, you know what, we're not going to release a console every 4 or 5 years. People are not going to throw money at this because of what's going on with our economy right now. So why don't we just keep making games? And I actually thought that was a really good error for those systems because a lot of games came out, a lot of things got done. Xbox 360 is hands down a really perfection console. If you basically remove that red ring of death, kind of thing, it's a great console. PlayStation 3, it's a good console, but the only problem I had, not enough games. But Wii was kicking butt, and then finally the recession came. Everyone's spending more money, things are getting better, and then they're like, okay, now we're going to finally release these consoles. So we had that span of 10 years almost. Of gaming with these consoles. It was longer than it usually was. I remember Nintendo came out, and then we had the Super Nintendo. Things were 3 to 4 years. These new consoles were coming out, and you had to throw money at it. Now you have this span of 10 years with all these great games, these fun consoles, and then the new consoles come out. You're excited, you're playing. You're like, okay, lackluster of games at the beginning. I'm like, all right, okay, because we're so used to this big library. And now it's we got these consoles, and already they're like, oh, here's new consoles. And I'm like, dude, no, I just finally got all the current consoles, and I started playing. And then of course I'm like, I know Nintendo's coming out with a new console, but then again, I bought my Nintendo Wii U when it first came out, so I already had its lifespan kind of thing. So yeah, to do the Apple route, I mean, Again, if you're made of money and you want to throw money at a console, everything, but literally it's going to have to come down to you got to pick and choose. Like, okay, am I going to buy the first one that comes out, or am I going to wait for the next beefed up version of that one, or so on and so forth?
Well, I think Nintendo's going to still continue the route of we'll get a console from Nintendo every so many years, and keep that tradition alive. And the other ones, the contemporary consoles, come on, PlayStation, Xbox, or what it is, like. That is the market, pretty much.
Now, do you think this is the start of a brand new, game war?
Oh, absolutely. Like this is what I said the other day in our chat, and PlayStation just showed their cards. Okay, here comes Scorpio. So Scorpio's going to happen. Then PlayStation's going to come back and be like, "This is the Neo 2, and it's that much better than the Scorpio." And then they're going to trade off and be like, who's going to outdo each other? And it's like. Everybody's just showing their like puffing their chests, like what up, like how you come at me, bro. It's like
so. It's PlayStation's Team Mystic, Xbox is Valor, and then Wii is Instinct. Nintendo's Instinct.
For sure. Yeah, should have been an Instinct.
It's
I feel like that's what's happening,
and that's fine if that's
a year or 2 year cycle now.
And like I said, that's fine if that's what they want to do. I mean, I don't run these companies, so it's not like I'm like, you guys shouldn't do that.
Yeah.
I just think it's just a weird play to play. Like, you want to share your hands, that's fine. Even if the console came out, like, in January of 2017, like, I know they're kicking it out because they want to get the Christmas sales and the Black Friday sales, and that's just easy. That's easy money. That's just like a no-brainer. It just seems very weird to me that they're releasing the VR in October, at the end of October. It's not even at the beginning of October. It's like October 26th when this thing is going to be released. And then not too many days later, boom, November 10th is going to happen and your Pro is going to come out.
Right.
Like, I don't know how many people are going to be like, they're on the fence now. Some people will be like, well, I was going to buy VR, but I have a 4K TV. Maybe I should just upgrade to the Pro. So it's like, that money that went there. So do you think certain things are going to lose? I'm thinking like, you're going to lose, you're going to have to lose sales somewhere. And I don't know which people are going to back more, a brand new console or the VR thing that works fine with the console they already have, which they're buying it for.
I think that not a lot of people have 4K TVs. 4K TVs are not cheap.
Nope.
Granted, they will get cheaper as months and years go on. VR, if it works with the PlayStation 4S or Slim, because that's what they sell now.
Yeah.
People might jump on that and eventually move up, but people want instant gratification, dude.
No,
people
that's
want
true.
everything right now. The Neo's the Pro's gonna come out, and the Pro's gonna sell. People are gonna buy it. Like, they're gonna be okay, but I don't know. I don't really know how to comment on that comment.
That to me, just like in a retrospect thing, it's basically what I'm going is with all things throughout the consoles, like all consoles throughout the ages. Sega started doing this too. Sega would put a bunch of shit like, here's the Sega Genesis, which was great. Oh, here's the Sega CD. You got to graph this on. Oh, here's the 2DX. And then like, oh, we're going to release now the Sega Saturn, which is pretty much everything that was on that thing, but in an actual console. Kind of thing. Sega was notorious for that. Even Nintendo ended up doing that at one point when they released Virtual Boy, even though 6 months later was going to be the Nintendo 64 coming out, and people were like, well, am I going to waste my money on this or that? I mean, like, literally that game library is like 15 games.
Yeah, the Virtual Boy was a complete and utter failure.
Yes, it's kind of like those kind of things. It seems like to go to that route, because to me, I'm like, my PlayStation 4 is going to play everything. I don't have a 4K TV, so I'm fine. I'm not going to miss out on anything. Plus, honestly, like with me, I'm sitting here like, am I even going to miss out on anything anyways? Because I'm colorblind. Like, am I really going to see a better picture? I mean, I didn't start.
I think you will. I mean,
I don't know, because I didn't start seeing better pictures until if it was animated movies on Blu-ray when I started noticing stuff. But any other movie on Blu-ray, I don't notice shit. To me, it just looks like a movie.
Huh. Interesting. I would think that even though you have color blindness, you would be able to see the sharpness and the distinction of the picture.
The only thing I have saw is when a TV's way more advanced than the Blu-ray was, and it looked like a soap opera. Like when I was watching Batman Begins at my parents', I was all like, "This looks like a bad soap opera." Like it's like Batman's walking around like, "I'm not real," just
yeah.
So
I mean, do you need glasses?
No, I actually have perfect vision.
Interesting.
Yeah, I'm the only guy who in my family that has it too. Everyone else had to get glasses or reading glasses. Like me, it was just like parents were like, "Oh, TV's gonna read your eyes. Ha ha! I win, victory."
Interesting, man.
Yeah, it's weird. So
it's all good, buddy.
But and then gaming news. You're gonna pick up the next expansion pack this month of Destiny.
I got to see it first.
I haven't seen anything on it yet.
No, I haven't. I haven't really
Okay.
done too much research on it. I may. I haven't played Destiny in quite a while.
Well, it's only gonna be like what, $39, I think, bucks for the expansion.
It's
I'm not sure.
$40.
Is it $40 or is it $29.99? I can't remember. I have to figure that out too.
Well, I got to see it first. I don't know. Like I was just saying, I haven't played Destiny in quite a while, so not saying that I wouldn't like to jump back into it, but
Well, I think it comes down to like kind of like what we were playing it. We kind of finished like the stuff. I mean, I know there's a bunch of stuff you can still do in the game, but it wasn't until like I was like, oh, the new one's coming out. Let me brush off the stuff, and you kind of like it kind of brings you back to it. Like Division, it's all like we got it, played it for a bit, and I haven't touched. I even brought that up at work today, where someone's all like, "What can I play?" I'm like, "Oh, you can play the Division." They're like, "Oh, I can't because I don't have internet." And it's just like, but it's like that's so long that's so
for sure. I had a blast on Destiny. I mean, that you and I teaming up, we had a lot of fun.
Yeah, we had a lot of fun. Found cool stuff. So I mean, I think it's just one of those games that's fun where like if I'm playing it, you jump on your box or I jump on my Xbox, we can be like, oh, so and so's playing this. It's easy just to jump in the game and play, like not have to jump through a bunch of hoops.
I was on the Xbox Live Store, and there's this new game called Ocean Horn that I provided to you guys. So. It's like Wind Waker, man. Like,
oh, really?
Yeah, I was watching a stream last night on Twitch before I went to bed, and you go from island to island, and then you get on the island, and you got your objectives complete, and treasures to find and things like
cool.
that. And I haven't seen like a boss battle. I would figure that there's boss battles on these islands. And then you keep on going and exploring, and there's
that sounds kind of fun.
Battle people.
It was like
$14,
$14, right? Like
$14.99.
That's not bad.
I'm thinking about picking it up. This weekend also is a free Overwatch weekend, so if you've been on the fence to play that game or to buy it, I would suggest downloading it this weekend and trying it out to see if you want to.
I think we're going to do that.
Yeah, you should. What else? And then this month's, again, I can only comment on Xbox because that's all I have, but this month's games. So we still got WWE 2K16. We got on the 360 side, backwards compat. We got
Forza.
Forza, thank you. I was trying to say Forza and Horizon at the same time. Forza Horizon, the very first game in that series. I've been playing that. That's been fun.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun.
Yeah, I gotten a couple of achievements from that. I'm thinking too fast. I'm not speaking. And then we still have, what was the third one? Oh, crap. I can just pull it up really quick.
I'm trying to remember.
But I downloaded them all because that's what I do. I collect them all.
Gotta collect them all. Yeah, PlayStation, I just found out today they have Lords of the Fallen.
Nice.
It's now free to play. The first episode, I don't think this is included with PlayStation Plus, but the first episode of Life is Strange is available as well. I downloaded that. And also, finally, a game I've been waiting for, Journey, done by Santa Monica. The same people who kind of did like not Gears of War, God of War, and things like that. Their little indie sub project. They've done a couple of different ones. They did like the game Flowers, Journeys. I think they have a new one that's going to be coming out probably at the fall. I think another indie game. I forget. It was something that premiered at E3 that seemed very interesting. But yeah, I played the demo of this one, Journey. Really enjoyed it. Just like the art structure and just like it's just so weird and massive. Where you're just like this little running through like this sand area. I mean, other areas open up and all that cool stuff, but.
Yeah, Journey, like I've always wanted to play that game. It looks beautiful. I hear like the soundtrack is very graceful and beautiful and kind of minimalistic at the same time. So I've been always intrigued by that. So I'll be curious to see your opinions as you play through it.
So hopefully when I play that, and then we'll be coming back with new episodes of Arcade Bros. So we'll talk more gaming on that kind of stuff.
We've been working on that. The other game was called Earthlock Festival of Magic.
That's right, yes.
Yeah. So
it's like an RPG, right?
Yeah. I downloaded it. I played a little bit of it. Top-down RPG. I'll continue at it. Right now, I got into a place where I'm stuck. I'm battling this boss, and I've got this team, but he keeps on taking me out, even though I'm using like health potions and stuff. So there's got to be a strategy that I haven't quite figured out. So.
Blue Dragon was really like that.
I never played Blue Dragon.
Yeah, it was by the same art director who did Dragon Ball Z and everything like that, like his art style and stuff, which actually was the art style behind Chrono Trigger, so of course that piqued my interest.
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
remember they're supposed to have a sequel come out, but they never got to it. I mean, very beautiful looking game, especially for Xbox, like the animation and stuff like that. But yeah, it's a very old school RPG where you have to like grind, get your characters up, and like fight things and be like, okay, am I going to have enough? Because I forget where I'm at, but I was like, I finally progressed to another thing, but I remember being at this area just like grinding. But very beautiful looking game. I absolutely love the look of that game.
Sweet.
Also, the Dragon Warrior games, he did the artwork for that as well.
Oh,
so,
okay. Cool.
Yeah, that was the other game I was trying to remember.
Well, hey, let's cut and play a couple songs. So grab another brew, and I can use the restroom. And we'll be back in a few minutes.
Yeah, so Matthew, this will be his Fro show, and his show is brought to you by Revenge Lover Designs, illustrations and designs that fit your personalities. For samples and inquiries, please visit revengelover.com.
Everybody plays a beautiful game while I'm in Brazil. Cause it's all you've ever wanted, and it's all that you want still. Don't you wanna play the beautiful game out in Brazil? I wanna play the beautiful game while I'm in Brazil. Cause everybody plays a beautiful game out in Brazil. It's all you've ever wanted, and it's all that you want still. Don't you wanna play the beautiful game out in Brazil? I heard it lives down a river somewhere. The 6 cars and Chris he got eyes, but he can't see. Well, he talks like an angel, but he looks like me.
You talk a lot, it's okay. Pretend that you look the same. A crown of a different edge. You wonder where it went. Feel so far from home. Try to fill a hole. Sunset in the rear view, losing all control. At night it is your toe. You feel so far from home. Sunset in the rear view, losing all control. Losing all control. Third quarter moonlight, redder than engine. The rusty neon glow. Complain a lot, it's okay. The city just ain't the same. Shadow of a brighter day. You wonder where it went. Oh, feel so far from home. Try to fill a hole. Sunset in the rear view, losing all control. At night it is your toe. You feel so far from home. Sunset in the rear view, losing all control. Losing all control. Losing all control. When you keep crawling, time starts running by. No side ahead, just behind you. You keep crawling, time starts running by. The fact is, there's no one behind you. Oh, you're so far from home, trying to fill a hole. Sunset in the rear view, losing your control. At night it is your toe. You feel so far from home. Sunset in the rear view, losing your control.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Macadelic, motherfucker. I got codeine in my cup, bet your ass I'm sipping. Groupies fall in love, I'm like, bitch, you must be tripping. I'm just trying to fuck, and she just need tuition. Why you trying to stunt? You need to play your own position. Never gave a fuck, and nothing about me changed. Still roll up them blunts, got diamonds in my chain. Yeah, you heard me, I got diamonds in my chain. And it don't make a difference if you crying in the rain. 200 shows, I'ma kill more. I just sold out that Fillmore. Got a million, make a mil more. The number one spot on the billboard. Yeah, people lie, numbers won't keep me high. Drugs is close, growing up, cold cup. Watch the world go up in smoke. I like my music real loud, real loud. Can you turn that shit up for me right now, right now? Here it come, there it go. Ask your homies, ask your hoes. If you didn't, now you know. Never keep your pockets low. I like my music real loud, real loud. Can you turn that shit up for me right now, right now? Here she come, there she go. Never chasing after hoes. If you didn't, now you know. Never keep your pockets low. I'ma get that Grammy soon. Fuck your magazine. Jordan gonna hand me shoes. Still fuck your magazine. Have my team in that pack with me. Get a germ beat banging in the glass lane. When I went to every high school class to be tryna fuck the female faculty. I'm a crazy little fucker. Think my head done ran away. I experiment with drugs, but I won't never fuck with yay. I just made $1 million. Still I think I'm underpaid. Fucking with me, kid, no way. When you meet me, better stand up straight. Pump out raps, yeah, I got raps. Tryna talk shit, but just think about that. For the pesos, getting bankroll, I'ma lay low, chill. Didn't let that stack. People lie, numbers won't keep me high. Drugs is close, growing up, cold cup. Watch the world go up in smoke. I like my music real loud, real loud. Can you turn that shit up for me right
And we are back. Woo! Thank you for joining us again and sticking around for the break for Matthew's music. I have a couple of games that are going to be coming on the show pretty soon. I got to work out all the things, kinks, and also make more sound drops because I'm addicted to that now.
It's fun, isn't it?
Pat really enjoyed the ones that we debuted on Life is Shit on episode 25.
Good.
So he found some good. I think my favorite. If you haven't listened to the show, there's the Scan BC. One of the ones that was great. It was for a man. Reports of a man on top of a moving car on the hood, yelling at other women drivers not to get more heroin.
Nice.
And they had to emphasize.
Don't do it.
They had to emphasize on the not. Like
Yeah.
they literally had that in capital letters. Not to get more heroin.
Oh, that's funny.
It was pretty hilarious. So
Hey, so okay, Labor Day weekend, like,
yeah.
did you do anything special over Labor Day?
No, I binge watched Doctor Who pretty much. Like,
Is that pretty much all you guys watched?
yeah, that's all I've been. I mean, we did watch Jaws because that's on Netflix. All 4 of the Jaws movies are on Netflix. Go ahead and check that out. We also have I've just been catching up on the Doctor Who and stuff. I found something that I'm just going to binge. I mean, like occasionally I'll pop on like Family Guy just to have on as background noise and stuff like that. But it's like I haven't played any video games. I played a little bit more No Man's Sky. I got to dive back into that. But of course, Journey just came out, so it might be. But like I'm sitting here looking at my weekend, going, I have nothing going on this weekend, and that was like So I went food shopping.
Okay.
I think on Saturday. Then did the show with Patrick on Saturday night. We hung out for a little bit. And then, Sunday, I think I ran a few errands. And then Monday just kind of lounged around, did like nothing. Like, didn't really do anything. Like, didn't go to barbecues, didn't have a barbecue. I was actually thinking of doing that, like having people come over and cook up some stuff on the grill and the pool and everything.
Yeah,
like that,
absolutely.
But like, didn't do it. So it was just like,
You got to do that one time, man. You keep on saying about doing that, and you never do.
I know, I suck it. Well, dude, I also said I was going to travel more this year, and I'm finally taking my first 2 trips. Like
You are,
this
yeah.
year, of the year towards the end of the year. So
You're moving up on that.
I'm trying to get up there. I mean, I just said I was going to learn cooking this year, which I did, but I got to find some new stuff to do. Oh, maybe I should do that this weekend.
You did.
I
You
should
did.
make
You cook
meatballs.
it like a madman.
I'm gonna make some meatballs
There you go.
in the crock pot. I'm waiting for the colder weather, then I can start doing some more crock pot recipes because those are nice. But yeah, what about you? Did you do anything for Labor Day?
Well, I was on call, so I was pretty limited, but we watched The Forest.
Oh, okay, yeah. What'd you think?
I didn't see the ending coming. Well, I take that back. I didn't, and then after it happened, I was like, oh, yeah, that makes sense. So she's hot, man.
Oh, yeah.
Natalie Dorman or whatever her name is. Yeah, she's like crazy hot. And I didn't realize she played
Both.
the two sisters.
The 2 sisters.
Which was cool. So we watched that, and it was, it is what it is. It was definitely PG-13. I was like, fuck that. If it was rated R, it probably wouldn't that much more better. But
Yeah.
it was PG-13.
PG-13, but they did do a lot of cool stuff with that movie. I think that was like one of our earlier episodes on B Horrorcast that we saw it in theaters and watched it. Yeah, I was. So with the Amazon Prime watching the Doctor Who, they also have The Tick. Pilot episode is on the thing. I have to finish the pilot still. I'm not saying like I stopped at it or whatnot. I think just things came up. Like I was like, oh, I have enough time to watch this, and then didn't. I got halfway through it. Enjoyable. Very. It's comic. It's a dark comedy.
Yeah.
Because there's a part in it where like the ship crashes and these superheroes come out and like they're just bleeding from their eyes, and then like the terror comes out, like the villain in one of the villains in the show, I should say. I don't know if it's going to be just the one villain. I'm pretty sure it's going to be like the comics where it's like a town full of superheroes. But he literally like, oh, they're blind, to shoot him, and literally just had the henchman shoot like 2 of the guys in the head and stuff.
Yeah.
I was like, holy crap! But then it does have the comic thing because like the Tick, he comes to, and the guy playing the Tick, I forget the actor's name, but he's been in like Shaun of the Dead. He was in Guardians of the Galaxy. He took over for Patrick Warburton, which is funny because everyone said, I kind of want this to get picked up because I want to have an episode like they did on the cartoon show called Tick versus the Tick, and then get Patrick Warburton to come back.
Oh, you're talking about a live-action Tick.
Yeah, this is a live-action Tick. Okay,
right.
yeah.
I thought you were talking about the cartoon.
Well, that was in the cartoon, that episode.
Yeah.
I was saying they should totally do that show with him as the blue Tick and then Patrick Wahlberg as the red Tick or whatnot for that comic thing or whatnot. But, yeah, very enjoyable. But when the Tick shows up, it's great because he's literally like, walking through this warehouse. He's literally just like flicking guys and bullets are bouncing off of him and stuff like that. So the suit is still pretty weird to me because it has textures on it.
Right.
I don't know why, but It's funny, but it's dark. So it's very different than what I
And
thought.
that's
was
an Amazon Prime
that-
exclusive?
Yeah, that's an
All
Amazon
right.
Prime exclusive right now.
right.
So if people vote and they like the pilot, they're going to vote for it because that's how like Amazon works. I guess you vote for it and then it becomes a thing. So I'm just doing like
interesting.
I'm just doing like the 30-day trial right now because someone told me like you watch Doctor Who on it. So I was like, oh well, we can just start binge watching these.
Yeah.
So that's what I started doing. So, but yeah, I am kind of curious of now maybe looking into Amazon Prime probably next year when my tax return comes around and just throw down that money and just.
Well, it's like you can do it subscription service-wise. You can pay like $10 a month.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh, I
it's-
thought it was $100 like right off the bat.
No, you can.
Oh, if it's $10 a month, I'll totally do
yeah,
that.
you can do it over payments over there.
Yeah, a lot of good content. I want to also check out like their horror movie selection as well. See if they got anything on that. And
Well, there's also the horror service.
yeah,
Slither or something?
yeah, Slither.
And that's like a streaming service of all horror movies broken up in categories, all this different stuff. So you
yeah,
guys should check that
or
out.
we should just get them as a sponsor on the Be Horrorcast.
That would be awesome.
Speaking of sponsors, so I'm trying out this thing. Maybe it might be easier for listeners because I know trying to describe like go down to the comment block, but then I was also like, wait a minute,
Oh, it's called Shudder. My bad.
Shudder. Oh, it had an S, so we were close. It wasn't like you were like I think it was Slither. It was like alien death monkeys. And you're like I was way off on that one. Oh, now I kind of wish I named the episode Alien Death Monkeys.
No, we're okay. We're good, dude. Suck my butt.
Suck my butts. I'm trying to remember what I was talking about with the Amazon Prime.
Subscription service.
Subscription service. Yes. So if you guys want to subscribe to Nerd Block, if you go to the Facebook page, the Socially Awkward Facebook page, you click on now that sign up button or shop button that's at the top of the page, and it'll bring you right to the Nerd Block thing from our link and everything like that, so they don't have to. Because I just realized if you're downloading the podcast, you're not going to be able to click on that thing because it's on your podcast.
Right.
It's only if you go to the website to be able to click on that link. So hopefully that makes it easier for people. Of
Absolutely.
course, if you're looking for like the other other stuff, it's like I want Horror Block or anything like that. Just go to the other shows that sponsor those blocks and so on and so forth. So hopefully that helps out. We'll see if there's any change in our kickback money and everything like that.
That's great, man.
But I figure, we'll toss that out. But yeah, no, Matthew, do you have any wrestling news for this week?
Yeah, man. Some stuff went down this week.
That's right, brother. It's time for the Wrestling SmackDown news of the week with...
All right, man. On the wrestling front.
All right. Here
Start
we go.
off with Raw.
Okay.
Monday Night Raw. All right. So Sasha Banks, who was the women's champion,
Yes.
battled Charlotte a couple weeks ago at the pay-per-view event, and Sasha got a back injury. So Sasha comes out tonight on Monday Night Raw and says, I've got bad news. And she does this speech about, the women's division's come all this way and things are really, really rad. And, Charlotte tried to injure me at SummerSlam, and I got a back injury, and the doctors have taken a look at me, totally building up to where it's going to be like, dude, Sasha Banks is going to be out for a while. Like, this is going to suck. All of a sudden, Dana Brooke, who's Charlotte's little fucking minion person, comes out and interrupts Sasha Banks on her monologue speech, and gets in the ring, and they start talking to each other. And then Sasha does a backstab into a bank statement. That's her finishing move.
Oh.
And it's like, oh, shit. She just nailed that out. What's going up? She gets up on the mic, and she's like, the bad news was, Charlotte, I'm coming for you. And, throws the mic down. So Sasha Banks is back. Bam! We're going Clash of the Champions. My girl Sasha's going to take the title again. Charlotte, your days are numbered. But we also got Bayley. Now, Bayley came up from NXT. We talked about Bayley last week. All right, so Bayley's on the fast track, too, and Bayley's good. She's so funny because, she comes out, and it's, the giant car wash inflatable dudes that, flop and shit.
Oh, yeah.
And she's, her thing's, do you want a hug? She just hugs people, and she's, super, cutesy. It's bah!
Yeah.
So, but Bayley's coming on the fast track. So, anyways, yeah, that stuff happens. So, we got the women's division there. Kevin Owens is still the champ. With that whole stuff with Triple H last week, that was a whole deal. So Seth Rollins again got a fast track straight to Kevin Owens. So at the upcoming Clash of the Champions, they're going to go at it, and Seth might win the Universal title from Kevin Owens. So we'll see what happens with there. Blah 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 blah. Let's go SmackDown. SmackDown live on Tuesdays. Now I love Raw, and Raw is the show to watch. But SmackDown I love as well because SmackDown really has the women's division.
Okay.
We've got badasses on Raw for the women's division, but Raw, like SmackDown has Becky Lynch, which I told you about.
Yeah.
She's the chick from Ireland. She's fucking rad.
Oh, sus be praised.
Naomi, Carmella, Alexa Bliss, Natalia, and Nikki Bella's back. So that's 6 people. Like, and they're treating them really well. So Backlash is this Sunday, which is SmackDown's pay-per-view.
Okay.
And there's a 6-person match to determine who's going to become the SmackDown Women's Champion.
Okay.
So I'm pushing for Becky Lynch. I want this girl to win that shit, and I'm hoping it happens, but we'll see. Carmella's been really, really getting pumped up lately. Like they did a 3-person tag team match, which consisted of Becky Lynch, Naomi, and Nikki Bella versus Natalia, Alexa Bliss, and Carmella. Nikki came back from the neck surgery, so Carmella focused on that, got her in the submission hold, and Nikki tapped. So they're really playing Carmella up as like, oh shit, she's coming after Nikki, and she's like developing into like a pretty strong competitor. But I think Becky's going to take it; she deserves it. Or they might flip it on the front where somebody else is going to win it, and then now Becky has to work her way up to develop to win it again. Like it adds more drama to her story. They might do that, but I just want her to have it.
Crazy.
Yeah. And then we got Dean Ambrose, who before they had the split became the world champion. So he is the man.
Okay.
And then they had the split, and now there's like Dean Ambrose and the equivalent to Dean Ambrose over on Raw, which kind of sucks, but it is what it is.
Okay.
So AJ Styles, who just beat John Cena at SummerSlam, is now taking on Dean Ambrose to win the world championship title on Sunday for Backlash. So we'll see what happens. I'll take down my notes. Next week I'll give you a little bit more in-depth shit.
No, that's cool, man.
But yeah, of course I've been rocking my shit, man. I'm loving this shit.
No, that's why that's why I'm glad I was like, hey, let's do a segment or whatever. Actually, it was funny. So going through to this week in my Spotify and stuff, that song popped up. You probably already heard this, but right when it popped up, I'm like, this has got to be something Matthew liked.
What? Dude, I've never heard this song.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Should I have?
I don't know. It just seems like.
Damn, dude. They're really getting in.
Yeah, I didn't know. Oh, okay.
Huh, who was it?
This is Arstro Safari USA.
What's the track called?
I think the track is called. Oh wait, unless they're. Oh, okay. Yeah, let's see. Oh yeah, the track is called Trap Man.
Okay.
Yeah, it just popped up on my. There's so many songs that have been popping up on my thing that I'm like, oh, I like this. Like, so that's why I was thinking of that one game. Like, I found this other game, this other song called Earthquakes and Sharks, which I thought was pretty amusing. From who's that by? Branston, and it's called Hello Control.
Okay.
But that one had a pretty cool.
Not bad.
Oh, I have to wait till it gets to like the chorus. That's,
Oh
like,
yeah,
the best part.
that's the best part. Huh.
I just like that.
Yeah, that's cool. Like naming off the bugs and shit. For a second there, you kind of sound like Dan
from
Alkaline Trio.
Oh, Alkaline Trio. I was thinking of one of the guys from Flight of the Conchords. But yeah, no, I've been hitting a couple of cool songs. This one I really found it seems like a spy theme or whatnot, but it was pretty legit. But yeah, no, just I was like, oh, this is kind of cool. So yeah, no, I heard that one. I was like, oh, this is like a wrestling song. I'm like,
Right,
oh, I'm pretty sure Matthew would have heard this. But yeah,
no, I didn't.
That's
But
pretty-
I put that on my my Spotify little playlist thing. We got a new Green Day track today.
Oh, did we get a new one?
So a couple weeks ago, I played you guys the first one that came out, Bang Bang. This one is Revolution Radio, which is the name of the album that's coming out in October, so next month. But yeah, check it out. So
That's
yeah.
pretty. Yeah, I like that.
It's different. Like
Yeah.
the beginning stuff's like different, and then the chorus is definitely Green Day.
No, I'm
But-
digging that. Yeah, I added Bang Bang. I'll have to add that song. And then I didn't know NoFX had a new single that came out.
Oh, yeah?
Oxymoronic. Actually, it's Funny or Die did a one of that was just making fun of all. Like, it's all talking basically like how doctors are now like our drug dealers,
Nice.
which is pretty good.
Yeah, dude, it's like It's like Fat Mike on his sober clean now because he's sober now.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Oh, I had no idea.
But they're so good with the way they intertwine their words and stuff. Like using all the pharmaceutical drugs and like those lyrics. That was good, dude. Props to him for
like
that.
that's why I have to give the credit where credit's due with NoFX. NoFX is always like most of like their songs are pretty like kind of simple bass and everything like that. Like they do have some really kind of cool like drum beats like and simplistic things, but like the lyrics in all of his songs and just how they string them together. Is just like perfect. I'm like, it's just one of those bands that I'm just like, every time an album comes out, I'm like, I always listen to it because I'm like, there's NoFX. I would have to say is one of the bands that at least a lot of their albums I can listen to all the way through for whatever reason. But yeah, I saw this came out because Funny or Die did like a kind of like a music video with it or whatnot.
Nice.
And I was like, oh, I didn't even know they had a new one. And sure enough, went to the thing. So I really got to find. I guess there's an update that might. I do get emails. I just never read them. That tells you like a new single has dropped. But yeah, I'll definitely add that new Green Day track and everything like that. But yeah, I've been loving just that thing. Like go to your songs for the week. I've been finding like so many bands and then other bands that I have added like one song and they will show up again. So I ended up just getting into like a bunch of different new bands that I didn't even know that were out there, which I think is great. So I definitely like just love Spotify.
Yeah, for sure. It's rad. Well, I hate to be a bearer of bad news, dude, but I got to run.
Yeah, we got to wrap up the show. So thank you guys for listening. Of course, you can find us on, 4iRadio.com, Spreaker, iTunes, Stitcher, all those different medias and everything like that. Don't forget to check out our sponsors. Like go to thesasquatch.net, click on that Amazon banner, and shop like you normally do. We'll get a little taste if you do. Follow us on Twitter and all that kind of stuff. But until next time, kiddos, oh my goodness, you better tap that. Oh, Jesus, it's so much fun.
Fuck this shit, I'm out. Fuck this shit, I'm out. No thanks, don't mind me. I'ma just grab my stuff and leave. Excuse me, please. Fuck this shit, I'm out. Nope. Fuck this shit, I'm out. Alright then. I don't know what the fuck just happened, but I don't really care. I'ma get the fuck up out of here. Fuck this shit, I'm out.